What's up, guys? Welcome back to Stephen Sonville Irish Rugby, where we talk all things Irish Rugby related. And this is the post-match show to Connacht versus Leicester Tigers at the Galway Sportsground, where I witnessed a great European game. Finally, this season, I've experienced a really good, up tense for the crowd game at the Sportsground. I just want to say fair play to the Connacht fans. You came out there in your droves today, even though your capacity is 8,000 and there was only 5,000 allowed in there. It still felt like a full house to me, the way they were doing, the fans were getting them up for the game. And Connacht, for me, showed something today that they're really taking. I'll get into that. I'll get into that before the end of the video, because I want to get into this from the start of the game to the end of the game. So from Connacht's perspective, a bit of a slow start for Connacht. They conceded about, I think, two tries to Leicester Tigers. Leicester Tigers really came out at the foot straight on from kickoff, and Leicester really capitalised on some of their big players to get over that line for two tries. And I think but I think Leicester Tigers missed two conversions, and you think that Connacht are still in this game from an Irish perspective, because you just think that this is sports ground and they're not going to give up that easily, especially with the squad they've got. And then Connacht's fair play, they came back straight away after the second try was scored from Leicester. I mean, some of the players that Connacht have got, Jack Carty, Kieran Mormy, and Conor Oliver, Finlay Beaton, Bundy Aki, Sam Arnold, Tiernan O'Halloran. Those are big name players that really stood up today, in my opinion. And and then Connacht got their second try, and they got straight into the game and run by 14 points to 10. You just think if Connacht can just stay holding this game as much as they can, then they've definitely got a good chance to win the game against a really for the top of the Premiership Leicester Tigers for a reason. But then half time came after what was a really end-to-end stuff in the first half from both teams. You just hope from an Irish perspective that Connacht really come out and show more determination to come out and give the fans what they want. And you know what, I was right. And funny enough, they actually, whenever the second half kicked off, they actually went full steam and got the two tries to make it about, I think, around 28 points to 10, I think it was, around that point. Yeah, I think around that point. And you just think, this is Connacht's game. You think Connacht will just have too much for Leicester to like get them back in the game with that scoreline. And that's what I thought. But fair play to Leicester Tigers. The likes of Jasper Wees and all that. He was my man of the match. And Leicester Tigers, I think this season have proved in the English Premiership how they don't give up. And fair play to them. You can't really argue. They came back with a game plan, and there's a reason why they're top of the Premiership, and they showed guts, and they ended up winning the game at the end by 29 points to 28. That was some game for the neutral. If you haven't got your money's worth for that game to go in there tonight, I don't know what you're laughing at, but what a game. What an absolute game to watch. And if any Connacht fans are debating if that was a try, if that was no try, for me it was a try, to be honest with you. If you like to see this foot in touch, it just wasn't in touch, just stayed in touch, and just stayed away from the line, in my opinion. So it definitely was a try for me, and unfortunately I was very gutted for Connacht, because for me they did enough to win that game, and something like that, I know what it's like, and it's not nice, and Connacht will feel like they let the sports grounds today, with them massive 4 or 5 points, and didn't get that. But I know they'll get maybe 1 or 2 points out of this game today. But today showed that, for me, that Connacht are on the up. I believe Connacht are on the up. With the players that they've got coming through, and some of the players they've got now, and it just shows that all 4 provinces of this island are really showing the rest of the, like, around the British Isles, that I think we're the most informed in terms of all the teams in one country, and that's just my opinion. And that can only good spark for the national team as well, hopefully going forward. But I just hope that Jack Carty will hopefully get in the Irish squad now as the backup number 10 to Johnny Sexton, with Joey Carberry out. Some of his he's stepping up as a leader, Jack Carty. He's stepping up to the plate. That's what you need from fly half, especially when you still have a Johnny Sexton who get more older, and you need that backup left fly half to come through Ireland. And for me, Jack Carty's in the Irish squad all day. He's been keeping these performances really consistent every single this season, and I just want to see that now, hopefully. But I'm just gutted for Connacht, but hopefully there's next time, hopefully, for Connacht, and that's a way to start front side. That's a massive game for Connacht if they want to secure qualification to the knockout stages of the European Cup. That'd be massive for Connacht. So all I said to Connacht fans, you got one more game. We're all behind you. The Irish fans are behind you. Go to staff front side, create history, and big up Connacht and big up the West Clan, big up the West of Ireland as always. But hard luck to them. Congratulations to Leicester Tigers to them. That great comeback win on the sports ground. So thank you very guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video after the Leicester versus Montpellier game tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.